Rogen rips his own movies. All right, so critics have hated on Seth's last movie, Guilt Trip with Barbra Streisand, and it appears that he agrees. So recently he was on Doug Benson, who's a comedian, his podcast, and this is what he told Doug. We shot that movie in the format that plays on airplanes only. They were like, talk loud because the engine will be roaring. You've got to talk over the engine. There's announcements early on the flights. So he said they took that into consideration. Then he also spoke honestly about the poor reviews of The Green Hornet, which not only did he star in, but he also co-wrote. So this is what he said in regard to The Green Hornet. We were making it for America and China at the same time, and it ended up being the perfect storm of bad shit happening. He goes on to say that he should stick to movies involving a million penis jokes and play to his strengths. Thoughts, 5 words or less?
Yeah, Seth, they kind of did.
Yeah. I actually liked Green Hornet.
Yes, hide your face in shame. Hide your face in shame.
I liked it.
Hide it.
I actually liked Guilt Trip.
I love it. See, this is the end. You guys, this is the end is so good. He directs it, he stars in it, and he wrote it. You saw it.
It's really funny.
He clearly redeems himself here.
With that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't have like ebbs and in their career where sometimes they make a movie. You got to pay the light bill. You got to keep get the mortgage paid, and your mortgage is super expensive when you're already successful. So it's like, hey.
With that being said, do you have more respect for the actors or the artists in general who do become open and honest with the projects that do suck?
I think so. In my own little YouTube world, I'm like, oh, I like this video, and then I'm like, God, these last four ones real. Whoa, these wasn't funny. Damn.
I think it's great to have a sense of humor about your career, both the good and the bad. I mean, it's a crazy industry, so to be completely serious about it, like I'm not disrespecting any actors, but it's like when you're flying around fighting CGI people, dressed in weird costumes and all this kind of stuff, you gotta just deal with it. I'm glad to hear people getting happy about that. I want The Rock to be proud for his Fast movies. I want to be proud for being a tooth fairy. Just enjoy it.
It's good to have a sense of humor about your crappy films. Just stop making bad films. Like, there is something to be said for, like, Seth Rogen was like, I want to try a superhero movie.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do Green Hornet. I love Green Hornet. And this, Guilt Trip, it's like, I'm sure someone came to them and was like, you want to do a movie with Barbra Streisand?
Hello.
And he's like, okay.
Does it matter how successful you are within the industry? Because if you're still starting out within the industry and you say, oh, this movie sucked or whatnot, are you going to be afraid that the studios aren't going to want to cast you again?
Seth Rogen's co-star, Katherine Heigl from Knocked Up, I remember that was very infamous, where she came back and was like, oh, that wasn't really that good. I thought it was stupid. I'm going to withdraw my name from the Emmys for Grey's Anatomy because I didn't think the writing was that good.
And it backfired.
But I think it was because people did enjoy, they had a personal connection to those things, and then they had the stars. So that
Megan Fox is another example. After the Transformers, she said the same thing, and here I think it's how you say it.
It's how you say it as well.
Right.
There's a balance, and there's a way to come across without seeming ungrateful to the people that have, because I mean, it's a huge opportunity. There are another 10,000 actresses that would be willing to like swoop in any minute, or actors to take that spot that are qualified and just as funny and just as whatever. So don't be too like, this is bullshit.
And I think
Katherine Heigl, she was like on the horse that brought her there.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing
plus-
with Megan Fox. Like she was like, "Oh, I did Transformers now. I think it's stupid." Of course, I guess she apologized because now she's gonna be April O'Neil in the Ninja Turtles.
Believe me, we're furious about that. Absolutely, they should have cast Emma Stone for that role, or anybody else. But also, I think
They could cast you. Yes. I would rather have Shawn be April O'Neil.
I think though too with Seth, because he co-wrote Green Hornet, it gives him that much more responsibility where he feels he can kind of trash the film because he's responsible for it.
And he's just kind of on himself.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, what do you guys think about Seth Rogen's interview, about him being open and honest about some of his recent flops? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Trigger. We want to do a special thanks to MLTD.com. So if you want any of the clothes that we have worn, you can go to MLTD.com and you can put Pop Trigger in the checkout and you get 20% off. Boop.